Hello lovelies, how are we? Well, I've got 3 days worth of stuff here to do. It's the 21st as I record this. So Thursday, which was the 18th, no, Thursday was 19th, I went to the hospital expecting to have my treatment, and they said, oh, have you been told you need a magnesium infusion? No, but you know, nothing is a surprise. So yeah, that takes 3 hours, so we won't be able to do your treatment today. Will you be able to come back tomorrow to have that, and we'll do the infusion today, because the treatment takes several hours as well. So I have to. Well, it then took 5 attempts to get a cannula into my arms. So that took a while and was not the most comfortable thing I've ever done. But all got sorted, had the infusion, so went back on Friday for the treatment. And the treatment, you have pre-meds which take half an hour. You have one of the treatments that takes 3 hours, another one takes an hour. Then there's flushing and all that. So it is quite a long process, which is fine. Now, unfortunately, it took 2 attempts to get the cannula, and where it was placed, I couldn't really move my arm, so I couldn't do any knitting. So that was disappointing. I did a fair bit of sleeping, because the pre-med also includes an antihistamine, so that helps a little snoozing. But the treatment has been done. I am now halfway through, so that is a good feeling. So 19th and 20th, I didn't open any advents, so I've got them to do today. And also, there is more abundance to show you, because I am a spoilt madam. Oh dear, how sad, never mind. So let's do the adverts first of all, and I'm going to start with Sheila's. So Sheila has very kindly sent me more chocolate. Another little Kit Kat gnome, thank you very much. And another stitch marker, how lovely, a mitten. And some very nice blue yarn. So thank you for that, Sheila. That is very kind. So that was the 20th. No, that was the 19th. That was Thursday. 20th, yesterday. Another Kit Kat gnome. Yum! And some very pretty yarn now. Oh, and a tea bag. Another immune support tea bag, thank you. Much appreciated. Now I have had something similar to this before. I remember making a shawl out of something very similar, so I don't know if we'd got it from the same source, but very pretty. So a cream yarn there with bits of sort of a dark red, yellow, blue. Lovely, thank you very much. And today's yarn from Sheila. And another gnome! Oh dear. I do share these with himself as well. They're not all just for me, but now here's a brighter combination. This is lovely. So pinks, purples, yellows, greens, fabulous colour, orange. Fabulous collection of colours, so thank you so much. Very much appreciated, as all of them are, thank you. So Sheila's lovely yarns for the last 3 days. So now we're on to Megan's items. So the 19th in another lovely bag, very sparkly bag, this one. Ah, sparkly snow and snowman and gingerbread man and all sorts of things. Thank you. The yarn. Pink, violet and bright yellow. So great combo here from Megan. Lovely. And gift as well. Now she's written, I have sent you a Milo Kit Kat before, but they released these new things. So Sheldon said we needed to add one. Sheldon is Megan's son. So thank you very much. And I'm more than happy to have repeats. So Milo is a drink, a malted drink. Now these are Milo and coffee. Interesting. Mocha, however one pronounces it. So thank you very much. And a chunky Kit Kat packed with Milo. I'm pronouncing it Milo. I don't know if it should be Milo. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but either way. So mocha, Milo and coffee hot drink and Kit Kat. Thank you very much. The 20th. The yarn, a little Santa bag. And this is the same colour combination but on tweed. So pink, violet and bright yellow on tweed. So you can see there's a bit of a difference on the two bases. Thank you very much, Megan. I'm very much enjoying these. And a large parcel for today with a note. These were a special treat only got at Nana's. I love them. That's intriguing. And at my Nana's, she had very plain biscuits, I remember. We always had like the cream biscuits at home and she had the plain ones. So. Ooh, lemon treats. So these are lemon biscuits at her Nana's. Creamy and sweet lemon delights. They look delicious, so thank you very much, Megan. Now we used to have a lemon biscuit here, but they also had a sort of coating on them which made them very sticky. These look like the same sort of thing, but not as sticky, which in my opinion is better because they used to be quite messy to eat. So these look lovely. I shall enjoy trying them. Thank you very much. And it's lovely to share memories. I did go the nostalgia route when I sent Megan sweets this year, and it was stuff that I remember as a child, that I still have now, let's not be silly, but bonbons and lemon sherbets and flying saucers and things that we used to have when I was young that in theory you grow out of, but as we've already discussed. So the yarn for today, the 21st. Oh, very nice. Gold ochre. Lovely yellow there. That's marvellous. Thank you. And today the note says, so this is Australian, but I love it. Hey, that's fine. Oh, I've just managed to open it whilst unwrapping the paper, so I'll need to eat this sooner rather than later. Oh dear, how sad, never mind. Nestle Pixie Caramel. Dark chocolate covered chewy caramel. Well, I think I will love this too, and I will enjoy having this later today as I've managed to open it already. Freudian slip, do we think? Possibly. Thank you, Megan, for all of this wonderfulness. Thank you, Sheila, for all of this wonderful yarn. Just amazing. And the being spoilt goes on because I had a message from Paula. Now, Paula lives along the coast to me. I'm in East Sussex, she is in West Sussex. And she's recently joined the Zoom calls that Barbara of Flame and Fibre runs. And Paula got in touch with me and said, could I send you a few minis for your cardigan? I said, well, that'd be very kind, thank you very much. Now, as it turns out, I'm not sure I'm going to need them for the cardigan because that's progressing quite nicely. But, and I haven't caught up with Barbara yet, but I need to watch the last few days because hospital and other stuff. I think Barbara is going to be running a make-along for projects using minis, in particular the Trove sweater, which is what I think she's going to make. Like I say, I need to catch up with this, so when I next speak to you, hopefully I'll have watched them and I'll know what I'm talking about. Hope springs. But if I don't use these minis in the cardigan, I will use them in the project, the make-along project. So I said thank you very much to Paula, and then she sent me a message saying, oh, it says the box will be delivered today. So I said, oh great, thank you. And I'd had some boxes delivered and I was waiting for some deliveries myself. So I said, well, not here yet, but I'll let you know when it... Well, then I realised that the box had arrived. I just wasn't expecting such a big box. So I quickly got on there and said, thank you very much, it has arrived. And we have more than minis, trust me. So I am feeling very spoilt and indulged because we have 2 braids of fibre from Adelaide Walker, BFL Tussar Silk 70/30. Just amazing. There are, what have we got? 2 each of 3 different colours of Rowan Cash Soft 4-ply, which I may well use as the base colours of my mosaic project or my minis project. So I've got 2 grey, 2 black and 2 navy. And then all of these minis. So I'm not going to open these yet unless I find I do need them for the cardigan. I'm not going to open them. I'm going to save them until I am making this next project. But Paula, thank you so much. I mean, obviously I have thanked her, but just amazing. Such a generous thing. And thank you. Just, yeah, stop saying just, Lizzie, but it is staggering and I am extremely grateful. And Paula is describing this as a Yarney care package, and it certainly feels that way, and I'm feeling very cared for. So thank you, that is very much appreciated. It's lovely to see you on the Zoom. It's lovely to know that you're here watching the podcast and talk about cherry on top of the icing on the cake. That is amazing. Thank you. Wow. So it's Saturday, it's raining. We've had quite a bit of rain. You're about to see some footage of the dog, I'll put it in here, showing what she looks like when it rains. You alright, puppy? Did you get soggy? Did you get wet? We call her Kevin Keegan, who was a football player and manager who back in the day had perms. When everyone had the curly perm thing going on, his was famous, so it's her Kevin Keegan look. One for the kids there. So yeah, so it's we've had quite a bit of rain. Himself was hoping to mow the lawns, but that hasn't happened. I don't think he's that disappointed. But having a relatively lazy time, just trying to kind of keep things calm, keep as well as possible in the run up to Christmas, which will be a quiet one. But we've ordered an online shop, so that will be delivered tomorrow night. I placed the booking ages ago. It was the best one I could get. I'd left it too late to get one sort of day before Christmas Eve, which would have been my ideal, but it's coming Sunday. So we went through that yesterday and sort of updated the order, so we've got everything we want. Yeah, so the house will be overrun with food and stuff. I don't know what kind of appetite I'm going to have, because for the first few days after a chemo treatment, they give you anti-sickness tablets and steroids to help you kind of adjust to the treatment that you've had. But previous treatments have led me to have dry mouth, taste buds going in different directions, not much appetite. So it could be that we've got all this lovely stuff and it might take a little while before I eat it. But it's all fine. It will all be used in good time and shared. And yeah, so we'll get there. Don't know if I will get my Advent project finished by Christmas. We'll be doing some more today and tomorrow. I'm cracking on, but it's, yes, it may not be quite finished as an Advent project, but that's okay. I think last year I finished by 12th night and I considered that a moral victory. So yes, we'll see how we go. It's pretty much all I've been working on, but then you get days like yesterday where I had sort of 6 hours where I wasn't able to work on anything. So in terms of rest, that was very effective. In terms of knitting, it wasn't very productive. So we'll see how we go on that one. Right, my lovelies, that would be all for today. Otherwise, I really will be waffling far too much. and I'll see you again tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Cheers. Hello lovelies, Sunday 22nd. Yes, the day after Saturday the 21st, so I'm recording daily. Let's make the most of that. Hope everyone's okay. Some of you have been very kind enough to ask about the sweaters that I've been wearing. Now, where you've put a question in the comments, I will give you the details when I reply. If you are curious, by all means go onto my Ravelry page. My Ravelry username is Knitting or Death. All my sweaters are on there. Some of them are quite old, you might have to search through, but they're all on there. And that might be a good place to start, because even if I give you the pattern name, you might go directly to the pattern and think, but that's a cardigan, she was wearing a sweater or something similar. So where I modify stuff, my profile picture of me wearing the sweater might be a good place to start, so you know you're dealing with the right one. But also I will try and remember to tell you what I'm wearing when I'm wearing it in this final section of these last few days. So this is the ranunculus. The top part, that was Rios. Can't remember who makes, is it Malabrigo makes Rios? Not sure. Most of the main colour was a double knitting weight, pure wool, unlabelled yarn that I picked up at a show many years ago. And then the coloured stripes come from one ball of Noro. So I let them do the colour choices on that one. I just used the ball, and I've just realised I've got it on back to front, I think. So let's have a quick swizz round. I normally put a little bit of duplicate stitching on the inside so that I can tell the back from the front. But on this one, because there was a sort of slight row jump, I didn't. And now I'm still not sure I've got it on the right way around, but it's fine. Let's open some advents and stop being silly. So starting with Sheila. Oh, more chocolate, more gnomes. Thank you, Sheila. And a very pretty green with flecks of brown, very soft, subtle colour. Sorry, flecks of red, I do apologise. And some yellow and some darker green. So very pretty, thank you very much. Lovely, I'm really enjoying these yarns, and I'm enjoying the brights on Megan's side and the more subtle shades on Sheila's side. It's nice to see a contrast. And interesting when you've got, so at the moment I'm doing the side panel on Sheila's side, and that's a sage sort of soft green. On Megan's side it was spruce, so that's almost this kind of colour. So you've got two greens but different shades, and that's I'm liking that very much, so thank you both very much indeed. On to Megan's yarns. And whilst I'm undoing this, because this isn't a noisy one, I was speaking in the last section about Barbara. I thought she was running a make-along. She is. And she's going to make the Trove sweater, which I'll try and remember to put a picture in here. It was available online. It was originally in Pom Pom magazine, so if you've been a Pom Pom subscriber, you may well have come across it already. It's a slip stitch pattern, great for using minis because you've got your main colour but then lots of other colours. I may make that, and I showed you that lovely collection of yarns I got sent through from Paula, so that is still a very strong contender. But I do have another pattern that I would quite like to make, because I haven't used last year's minis yet, Megan, I'm sorry. And it's actually a sweater vest, but I might put sleeves on it, by Sylvia Watchcherry, amazing designer. So that might be another slip stitch minis pattern this year. Barbara's make along is a year-long make along, so plenty of time to make your sweater. And Megan has very generously offered to make to dye a skein of yarn as the prize. So just a lovely thing. So go over to Barbara's daily vlog, Corona vlog, and she'll give you the deets. I think it's starting whenever you like. She's very relaxed on the rules, so that's all good. Beautiful yarn from Megan, Royal Blue, and again one of her lovely tonal colours, just gorgeous, loving that. And the Sweet Treat, Beauty Fruities, Grandpa's recipes. So we've had some of Grandpa's recipes before. They're from Auckland, and they look like some very nice hard candies. And again, if I start getting the dry mouth as a result of the chemo treatment, these will be extremely welcome. So thank you very much, Megan. That is deeply appreciated. Oh gosh, all this loveliness. So it's Sunday. I need to do a bit of tidying up and a bit of kind of life and finance admin. I don't think I've reconciled my bank statements for a couple of months, and I'm normally pretty regular with that. So as the brain appears to be generally working, I mean, let's not overstate it, but generally working today, that sounds like a good day. Also tidying up because our supermarket delivery is arriving this evening, so I need to clear some space to put that. Yeah, and that's the day, I think. So more knitting, learning to take rests between activities. So do stuff, half an hour sit down, do stuff, half an hour sit down, and hopefully get through the day that way. But touching wood, feeling pretty good at the moment, so hoping that will continue for a while at least. Hope you're all feeling well. I hope that you're doing okay. If you're in the northern hemisphere, the days will start getting longer now, chaps. If you're in the southern hemisphere, sorry guys, you're going to have more night. Apologies. It's just the way the world works. For those who celebrated Yule and solstice, I hope that your celebrations were everything you wanted them to be. And for those who are getting ready still for Christmas, I hope you're on schedule. And for those who are celebrating just having a day or two off work, if you're having a day or two off work, enjoy. And for those who have to work, thank you. You are appreciated. Okay, lovelies, hope to see more of you tomorrow. Catch up with you soon. Hello, lovelies. How are we? Well, I've got my sensible glasses on because my rainbow ones have just broken. Don't know what happened there. I was I'll just faff around with the little bit of hair I've got left. I was doing some mending, some sewing, and the lens just fell out. I was like, okay. So I've glued them. I don't know if the glue will take. I've sort of elastic bands around them whilst the glue holds, which hopefully it will, but who knows. Got a bit of progress update on the cardigan because I finished one of the sleeves last night. I finished the Sheila side sleeve. So this is how we're doing. I still think it's not going to get done by Christmas, given that that's only 2 days away. And I think I'm going to have enough to put a hood on it, which will be lovely to do, but obviously will take longer. But second sleeve start today, hopefully finish today, and bottom sort out, obviously, and hood. So that's coming along really nicely, but I am delighted with how this is all going together. And I know we've got the kind of one side pale, one side deeper, but I'm loving that. Really enjoying how that's all coming together. So thank you again, Sheila and Megan. And let's open today's parcels. Starting with Sheila. And looks like, oh, more point protectors. So thank you very much. Chocolate ball, thank you very much. And a very pretty sort of mauvey pink tonal. Absolutely gorgeous. So that would look fab in the hood. Thank you very much. And from Megan. Oh, all this loveliness. So we have got chestnut. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Beautiful. Again, tonal, lovely, rich, deep colour. Gorgeous. And I got a treat. I may have sent you these already. Solly. Non-issue. Happy to have. Thank you. Oh no, I haven't had these, I don't think. These are crocodiles. Never smile at a crocodile. So again, the jelly sweets. I was eating the jelly sweets yesterday. Jelly sweets are very good if you have a stoma, for reasons that I will spare you because, yeah, just you don't need to know. But they are a good thing to have. So very happy with those. Thank you very much. So today, my mate Mandy's coming around later. It was her birthday last week. Unfortunately, that was a day when I was having treatment, so I weren't able to do much. But, well, I mean, she was doing stuff because it was her birthday, but I wasn't able to share that with her. But she's coming around later for a chat, so looking forward to seeing her. And then tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Can you believe it? Blimey. I'm going to do, or I plan to do, my motto at the moment is I do what I can when I can, because you never know how you're going to be. I do plan to do a sort of roundup for the end of the month after Christmas, so there will hopefully be a month end, not necessarily the usual format of podcast, because the only thing I've really been working on has been this, but sort of round up end of the year stuff and just kind of wishing you all well for the new year. So that'll be next week, but for this week, one more day to open. Oh, and I do have stuff from Megan for the 25th as well, so there'll be other things to open, so lots to show you, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Hello lovelies. Christmas Eve, which I know for a lot of people is the day of the big celebration and big gathering, so I hope that all your joys go smoothly and happily. Christmas Eve is a day of mostly preparing for Christmas Day here. Not that we're doing a lot tomorrow, but traditionally has been the day when I would go carol singing in Canterbury. I'm not well enough to stand in the cold for an hour and do that this time. Also, it's something that we used to do with my dad, and my dad was not a fan of Christmas. My mum absolutely loved Christmas, was like a child. It was quite delightful. But Dad, not a fan of Christmas, but he did like the carol singing. And we managed to get him there last year, thankfully. And as my niece has said, we're really glad we did, because although we knew he was very unwell, we didn't know that that would be his final Christmas. My main memory of that is almost running him over. So we had my niece and great niece. Niece was pushing great niece in the buggy, the stroller. I was pushing Dad in the wheelchair, and we were crossing the road and there was a pothole in the road. So caught the wheel of the chair and Dad nearly fell out. Now he had strong upper body strength, so he was able to kind of keep hold of himself, and I grabbed him and we stopped him falling out. We managed to, but I had visions of him falling out of the chair and him running out, me running him over in it. So I'm glad that didn't happen. So that's my funny memory of the carol singing last year. And it's just kind of got me thinking, because Christmas traditions change, and I know a lot of people who this year haven't got folks around that they would like to have, but also people who have new people, you know, new members of the family, new partners, new children, and the traditions change, and that's a good thing. And it's getting the balance right, as most of life is, isn't it? It's sort of working out what traditions you want to keep because they're important to you and they remind you of the times that have been special, and also introducing the new things and keeping an open mind to where you need to go and what new traditions you need to create with the new people. So whatever form your Christmas takes, if you celebrate it, I hope that you enjoy a happy mix of old and new, and if you need time to be sad and to reflect, I hope you have that time, but I hope it doesn't take over your day, because I hope that the new things and the joyous things are also part of this year's Christmas, even if they weren't part of previous Christmases. So wish you all love and joy. If you don't celebrate Christmas at all, if you like my dad and you much prefer to stay in your own home and not interfere with anyone else's life, great. Do what's right for you. And just enjoy whatever it is. If you're working, thank you. Just hope life is being kind to you, whatever this time of year brings. So I have, sorry, that was a bit, I hope that wasn't too much of a buzzkill, but I have things to open. So I do have a Christmas Day present from Megan, which I will open tomorrow, and I will show you that in next week's podcast, assuming everything goes to plan. But the final one from Sheila, and again, Sheila, thank you so much. It was such a delight. Such a lovely surprise, and I wish you all joy for you and your family this Christmas, and thank you for the yarn. and all the treats as well. Oh my goodness, we have lots of things here. So we have tea, we have a chocolate gnome, we have shea and oatmeal soap, I presume, yes. So gorgeous, thank you. We have a wreath stitch holder and this beautiful pretty pink yarn, which matches my sweater. And I said I would say what sweaters I'm wearing. This is the Stillness by Elizabeth someone, possibly Elizabeth Doherty, not sure. It was a gift pattern some time ago, very kindly given to me by a lovely person. Double knitting weight, V-neck sweater. Yeah, Stillness is what it's called. Thank you, Sheila. You have been so kind and generous this Advent. I am touched beyond measure. So thank you. And Megan, of course, with our lovely swaps and our fun and chats online. She's been correcting me when I've missaid things and explaining stuff that I didn't know and all that kind of stuff. So last of the Advent yarns, and we have gold ochre, royal blue and chestnut, so the last three colours all together. And what a fabulous Christmassy look that is. Thank you so much. And the sweet treat, this feels quite chunky. Oh, Whittaker's fruit and nut chocolate, lovely. Thank you so much. I have been munching my way through quite a bit of the confectionery and it's been very well received, so thank you very much, Megan. By the time this goes up, you'll be celebrating your Christmas because your time is in the future of mine, so Merry Christmas, thank you for everything. And yeah, just, oh, excuse the dishwasher. Just wishing everyone a very happy, a peaceful time in sense of inner peace. If you're having lots of chaos and fun and games and people around and lots of jollity, great, but may you have inner peace and may your Christmas be whatever you need it to be for you, including a quiet, nothing kind of time, just a bit of downtime to kind of get yourself reset. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's nice sometimes to have a bit of quiet and sort of just embrace the quiet and the darkness and the stillness and reset for the coming year. Anyway, I'm feeling very deep and philosophical this morning, aren't I? Just because I've been peeling vegetables, I think. Vegetables I won't eat because I don't, but himself will have them, that's fine. Good lad. I will wish you all deep jollity and joy, fun, love, laughter, whatever it is you'd like, whatever it is you need, and wishing you all the very best. Thank you for watching these Vlogmases. They've been a bit disjointed, and I appreciate all of your thoughts and comments, which I am still intending to answer. I've still got some from August to do, but I am still intending to do that. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been here. You are very, very much appreciated. Happy times, everyone. Lots of love to you. Thanks, and take very good care.